I had done a great deal of research. This was before the days of the internet, because I didn't want to get into a situation where I would have to lie or conceal something about myself and then have to leave. Uh, and so I found out that there had been a series of motions passed at the annual meetings of the General Assembly. I think the most important one was probably in 1977. I may have the date wrong, but it was basically saying that the General Assembly affirmed the welcoming of students to the ministry who were openly gay and lesbian, that there was no bar to people being trained on the basis of their sexual orientation. So I felt assured on that level. Um, and I found it amazing meeting people at headquarters. The then General Secretary was extremely welcoming. Uh, I didn't feel that there was any barrier, but I never said the word. I just spoke very honestly about my background and what I had done. And I think that probably pushed all the buttons that made people realize who and what I was and what I was about. Um, Strangely enough, I found it more concerning that I was a professed Christian. I found that presented a greater challenge than my sexual orientation. The process was very simple: to be interviewed and accepted. And I found myself at Oxford in a very strange environment where there were quite a few gay and lesbian people, but no one would address it openly. There were codes, there were gentle, nuanced messages that were sent, either physical or words or gestures, whatever, so that one knew where one stood. But it became clear very, very early on the worst sin I could commit was to be open about being gay. So I made a point of never lying and of never leading anyone, even myself, down a different path. But I didn't speak directly to it unless I was required to. I guess it's a case of don't ask, don't tell. But I didn't withhold information at the same time. So I thought that was the way to go forward with integrity. This wasn't too much of an issue in the college, although it was a difficult time to be in this country because AIDS had really broken. This was now 1985 and spread over to this side of the Atlantic. And as an American, as a gay man, a lot of prejudice was projected onto me, a lot of fear from people. And, it wasn't the best time to be openly gay at Oxford, even within the college. It did lead to conflict, I must say.